Live.
We're live. We're live.
Apparently we're live.
Hey, welcome everybody.
Hey,
so good
sorry we're late.
See you. Oh yeah, it just said we started a live. That's good to know. Thank you, Kenny, for starting us. We've got Jason with us today.
Hi.
Jason Simpson.
Hey, there's.
Raton. Okay, here we are on our live. Oh, I see the chat. Hi, David.
Oh, the people are coming in. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Fantastic.
Hi, 42PS 2020.
Lizzie Hedgehog. Thank you.
Aw, so good to see you. Hi, Darth Atlas. Sorry we're late. We were fighting with YouTube. We're trying to get onto YouTube as well, but it wouldn't accept our password, which is, I don't know, kind of bullshit. Carl, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Brian?
Hey.
Yeah. Jason, how you doing?
Well, I'm fine. I'm doing really well. Super excited to be here.
Cheers. Whoops. That's
Wow.
apple juice.
Yeah. Really delicious.
Cheers.
Cheers.
BC grown
Yay,
out.
Morning,
thank
everybody.
you for joining us.
Right,
We're
let's
so
fresh
happy
squeeze.
to see you guys.
Freshly squeezed.
No
Because you
coffee.
So
drink
happy
here.
to see you.
Because you squeeze an apple for juice.
Okay. Now we got that out of the way.
Apple juice.
That's good apple juice.
I think when you say it too many times, it
Yeah.
diffuses the
So we should look at this
Believability?
here.
Subterfuge?
We can see.
This will make my mother Chandra's day that I made it awesome.
Awesome.
I like
Say
hearing that a
hello
lot.
to her, love to her. Yeah. Hi, Nathan.
Nathan, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Colin.
wow.
Hi. Thanks for being in the chat.
It's the
So-
check-in.
Yeah. Would we ever be able to get Doc Harris on one of these?
Doc Harris. I haven't talked to
OMG.
Doc Harris in ages.
Narrator for DBZ. Oh my gosh, I haven't talked to
Yeah.
Doc either.
Yeah.
I think he lives in the West End of Vancouver.
Does he?
Yeah, don't tell anybody. I just blew his cover.
He's been exposed.
Down to how many square miles?
They'll never figure it out. Yeah, that would be really amazing.
Yeah.
hello from San Bruno. Nice.
I want to do on my phone messages.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah? Go through your phone messages.
Good
No,
to
I just
hear,
wanted to
Nathan.
do them.
Oh, you want to
This
do
is
them?
Karl.
Awesome.
Oh, I
Chantel,
would
yeah,
love to
hi.
have
Oh,
Doc
nice.
on my phone. I think he's done that kind of work.
Yeah, actually.
No, I remember him telling me a story about doing someone's, like, back in the day of the answering machine.
Really?
Like
Oh,
the actual
nice.
answering
Yeah,
machine?
like on
And he
the
did
little
their-
mini tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm sure he was worth a lot of money.
I couldn't
Yeah,
afford
so-
his answering. Yeah.
No, I couldn't
Yeah.
have afforded it. Oh, hi. Hey, Christopher. Hi, Sydney.
This is great. Everyone's chiming in.
Thank you so much for being here, you guys. This is awesome. Hayden Brewer.
Any
Hello.
Inuyasha memories? I'm
Disney
sure there'll
Mod.
be plenty. Yes.
That's good.
So many Inuyasha memories.
from
We
Red
should, yeah. Master Dobson, can I have a shout out from Red Alert and Flint for my 18th birthday?
Happy 18th birthday coming at you from Red Alert.
Or should I do it in the British one? Because that's where he ended up, of course. That was a different one. But happy birthday. Smashing that you're joining us.
Yeah, thank you for being here. It's so good to see you
What else did he
again.
ask for? I couldn't catch it when they're streaming. They're flying by so quickly.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
Darling
going
Miss,
to.
hello.
Oh, we got Tanzania.
Love's Darkness. Oh, we have Tanzania again.
That's
this is so exciting.
quite a
Yes.
distance.
I know.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
Let us know if you're far away from Vancouver, BC, because we want to know where everybody
I
is.
think what time it is. Oh, it's probably evening. Yeah.
The fun can start. That's right, Love's Darkness.
Even better.
Oh, Serbia again.
You
Nice.
are
Serbia.
our party. Yeah, Serbia. So
Melissa, hello.
Yeah.
Thanks for chiming in. Wow, I know. We'll get our hellos through as we get through.
So do you say Band-Aid,
Where's your
E,
Where's your text? Over here.
Moment? Love to see you. BDS Grasshopper, hello. This is awesome. So good to see you. Oh, Lizzie. Oh,
Yes, I
I'm
know where you are.
keeping up with
You
it.
Torontarian, you.
Oh, it got stuck. I'm sorry. Did we get stuck? That happens every once in a while. I don't think we're stuck over here.
Yeah. And
I think
keeping in
we're
mind,
okay.
we'll be going along, and the first hour will stop. We'll have a bit of a pause, and then
Yeah.
we'll kind of, so everyone hang tight for that period when that happens, because we will indeed fire right back up.
And we do have a bunch of prints and Funko Pops and stuff like that to sign if you want to go to the Streamily store, anime.time.machine, and Jason's got stuff on there as well. Did you put stuff on our page, Jason?
They did, yeah.
They did. Oh, good. So they tagged it. So if you go to Anime Time Machine on the Streamily.com site, you will see stuff from all of us. So Jason, we need to introduce Jason properly.
Yeah.
We really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah.
Are you not going to do it? Are you going to do it?
No.
Okay. That's fine. I'll
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason
Jason
Simpson.
Simpson.
Well, thanks. Hi, well,
So,
I was,
official,
I
he's
was just
here.
walking by and they said, "Hey, come on in."
yes. Someone just
We
said,
netted
all
you.
hail Lord Viren.
It's
Icarus.
Viren.
Viren. Oh,
It's
I
funny.
say
Don't
Viren.
feel bad because a lot of us say
Thank you.
Byron, but he'll be very quick to say the
Sorry.
proper pronunciation.
He'll be very
So,
quick
Jason,
to
tell
correct.
us-
Well,
Yes,
I mean, it's you.
Yeah.
It is you.
It is me.
It is you.
Hi.
C'est moi.
Please tell the folks about Lord Viren a little bit.
Oh,
One of your recent.
But you got a standing O. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's from Melissa.
oh, great.
Or I mean, woo.
Woo!
Tell us about Lord Viren and what he means to you.
Okay, yeah, Lord Viren is one of the characters from the Dragon Prince. We have seasons 1 to 4 out right now. We're working on more. We have 7 seasons. It's what it means to me. It's a really, really fantastic show, showcasing some of Vancouver's top talent, but not all of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wasn't invited to be on that. That's okay.
Neither was I.
That being said, yeah, I've loved every second of it. It's been wonderful, and it actually gave me the best part for me is meeting not just fans but creators, so artists.
Wow, you got to meet the artists doing the.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. At Bardell where it's animated, I got to meet them, and yeah, that was wonderful. But the fan
Right.
base, the
Yeah.
artists on social media who do our prints, and
The fan art is amazing.
it's incredible.
You guys are amazing.
And they're just incredible people.
Yeah.
So
And sometimes we get to commission your work and we get to sign the prints that you've created.
Yeah.
I think you have one for Lord Viren.
I have a whole bunch, and they're all they're all creator made.
That's amazing.
Is that how you say that?
Well,
They're all commissioned
Creator
pieces
created. They were
because
creator
they're
created.
beautiful.
Yeah.
They are really good. Yes.
Yeah.
And so you've also got a long anime history with Karl. Am I right?
Yeah, 20
You guys
years.
have worked together.
Not as long as you two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the very first thing I worked on was with you.
What was the very first thing? Do you recall? I know.
It wasn't Death Note, was it?
No, it was I believe it was Inuyasha.
Inuyasha.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It might have been Fire on the Mystic Island. It might have been
Oh,
the
yeah,
movie.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Karl's the best, by the way, at this work. Let me tell you.
Yes.
As an actor who didn't know what he was doing and had no clue, Karl walked me through it very patiently and creatively, and he's just not just an amazing director, because he knows how to talk to actors. He's just a decent human being. And there's lots of those out there, but not as many as you'd like, and Karl really sets the standard. So
It's true.
it's a pleasure to know you.
It's true.
Oh,
We've had so
Karl.
much fun with you.
You know what it is? You have the ineptability to completely create a comfort zone for the talent, and I think that really changes everything as far as
100%.
performance and what the final product is.
If you've seen any of our social media, you'll know that, well, maybe our TikTok, that, people are so comfortable around Karl, they occasionally take their pants off in the studio
has been known to
if
happen.
they're Jason Simpson.
So
Yeah, I took my pants off once.
Wow. We're already there.
I feel like it
even
was a
once.
lot of times. I've heard about it. in
It
such
actually
detail.
might have been twice, but
No harm, no foul. Everybody's
but
fine.
it was a safe space until it wasn't.
That's what we're talking about. So, Karl, did you direct Card Captors?
Yeah.
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 So, did Vicky sound like this? Oh, well, there's always next year. Say, how about a dance around the bonfire?
fine.
Or
I'm
was she
gonna
more
say
like,
yes.
3.
oh, well, there's always next year. Say, how about a dance around the bonfire?
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that it?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Quick,
oh.
YouTube.
I am not busted at
That's
all.
been wow. That's a long time.
I know. I'm so, I did my best, David. I did my best. And someone was talking about what was it like to work on Gundam. And Brian and Jason, you both worked on Gundam Wing, right?
Yeah, that's
And
going
Gundam Suit
back.
and Gundam Mobile Suit and
That's
Gundam,
pure
Gundam 00.
time machine material right there.
Gundam the Next
Just going back.
Generation and
Yeah,
Gundam Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gundam the Game.
Gundam.
it was.
Yeah.
The Revenge of Gundam.
Yeah, quite the experience working on that show.
It was cool.
I
Yeah, I
It's a
loved it.
cool show.
Oh, wait, I didn't direct that one.
Oh, sorry, Carl. Can we get
You
Carl
didn't
out
direct
the
any of
shot
that?
for this?
No, that was
Let's
all
not talk
James.
about it then.
Yeah,
That was James.
yeah.
Oh, was
No,
it?
that was Rob.
That was Rob Bakewell.
Oh,
Rob
was it?
Bakewell. Yes.
If I recall.
No, I didn't work with
was-
Rob on Gundam.
What?
It
No,
was
I only worked
James.
with him on.
Unless he
Like
did
I
something-
say, there are many Gundams.
I think he started and they just sort of thought they're going to keep him on it because he's part of that. and
Is
so-
the chat frozen? You know what, guys? The chat's on different time.
I've
So what
noticed that,
happens
actually.
is it's either we're either ahead of it or behind it. So please forgive us if we miss something. Go ahead and re-ask a question.
Absolutely.
Because they're moving along and we're not able to keep up. And we're out of... What just happened? Did our table move? Oh, the phone? Oh, you moved? Kenny!
Are we lopsided a little?
No, there has not been an event. There has not been a geological event. Favorite anime you participated
Oh,
in?
man. That's a tough one.
Yeah. Wow. Khaled.
I got to be honest. For me as a director, it's more about the people I'm working with, less about the actual show.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Unless it's for the experience. Unless you're talking about looking at it afterward. But
Well, we've had it.
like
yeah.
some of the fondest memories are just on with certain people on certain shows.
I know. Because
What
you're
certain
putting
people?
these hours in. Yeah,
You
with
three,
people.
obviously.
Oh,
Hey,
Brad's
Christopher and Yossi made us this really cool this art of the three of us sitting together, and we've got it on our Instagram. We've got it on.
oh, who made that? That's cool.
Yeah. And so, Christopher, thank you so much. It's also on TikTok. We adore it. We love it so much. It's got such great vibes, and it's like, yeah, it's awesome. I thank you for letting us use it. I want to credit you wherever I can with that. It's really awesome. Okay, so where the chat's not frozen. We're just slowly.
We're just going. I know they're firing in here.
That's good.
Okay, so
Nathan,
there's
I'll get that
something-
shout out to you.
Yeah, there's a shout out. There's a shout out for you.
It was a boo thing, but
What's the fellow Garma Zabi fist bump about?
good heavens.
Yeah, that's Brian. Brian, fellow Garma Zabi fist bump.
Where is that coming from? Where are we
That's
seeing
from
that?
Christopher, but you're supposed to know what it means. Why was Mark Hildreth not in the Gundam Dynasty game? I think Drummond
Somebody
voiced
else-
Hero in
Somebody
that.
else. I see.
Oh no,
somebody
it's
else says he
yeah, I
moved.
got it.
Oh, yeah.
And Mark moved to LA.
I've been. We're on social media together, so I think he does come to Vancouver though. Can we have Michael Dobson next time? You
Yeah.
know, we gotta get your brothers in here.
No. I think what they meant is instead of
Brian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Exactly right.
It's really awkward.
Oh,
We
it's
could
really
just
hard when you're two brothers.
exchange and put him in there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ask one of us privately. Don't. That's not.
I know, right? In final. Wait till the bathroom break. Holy cow.
Brian's no Michael Dobson. Michael's no Paul Dobson. Paul's no Brian Dobson.
Wow.
Try and tell that to some people in the industry.
Yeah.
Good heavens.
Yeah, they do tend to.
Yes, we could get Mikey in here.
Yeah,
yes, we can
of
get
course.
Paulie in
We-
here.
We have to.
They would like that. There was also someone shouting out saying, "Can we get Tabitha St. Germain in here?" And I was like,
Yeah.
well, maybe that's a possibility too.
Rachel, what do you mean when you say you look fine? You mean like we're hot, or do you mean like
You look fine. Or
Passable?
You're fine.
You look
I
It's
fine.
all in the tone. It's all in the
I need an
information.
emoji? I don't understand.
You look fine.
He was talking about the
Fine.
video.
Oh, the video. Oh,
Oh,
Oh, wow.
that's how fast we are in the
Yeah.
chat. That's
You
how
look
fast
fine.
we are in the chat.
Does anyone know the Card Captors theme song?
no, I can't remember.
Did you sing it?
That's
Remember you
that's
sang?
great trivia right there. I thought,
Yeah.
I wasn't in it, so I don't care about it.
David, good call. But
Hi, Six
I don't know,
Pictures.
I
Read all of
might-
it.
what was it?
Hi, Michael. Carnal. Oh, MC Arnold. 88. I gotcha. Welcome.
There's a great question here. What's something, this would be one for everybody individually,
Yeah.
something you worked on that no one asks you about, but you really enjoyed?
Well, I always jump to that easy answer, but go ahead. You started this. Work to the end of the line.
A kind of magic.
Oh, yeah.
We put a lot of hours into that. and
Yeah.
It's super, super fun.
That was fun.
But no one ever knows what it is when I talk about it.
Yeah.
Same here. Trouble Chocolate.
Chocolate was
We
fun.
we were talking about this morning. Actually,
Yeah.
it's just one of those obscure, crazy little animes that every time I bring it up, not many people know about it, and it was just tremendous fun for me because of I played this character Professor Big Bang, and it was out there completely. Yeah,
Oh, that's very cool.
both genders.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I've
it was a
gotten
lot
to do
of fun.
some of that too, and it is
Yeah.
kind of fun. Ooh, that's a tough one.
It is, yeah.
Hey.
Cleo the Misfit Unicorn.
Ooh, I like it already.
Yeah, never heard of it.
But also Tara Duncan. Remember we did Tara Duncan?
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was a great show. I'm not saying I was great in it.
But did she have fun?
But I was the lead, which meant I got a lot of hours with Carl.
Yeah,
And that was a lot of fun.
Carl time.
It was great fun.
Can you clock some Carl time?
Yeah,
what it comes down
was
to.
good Carl time. It was good Carl time.
Yep.
Jason, are you up for doing Bellified from Tooth and Tail? Have you got that in
Oh,
today?
yeah.
And that's for Hayden Brewer 21.
Hayden, welcome to Anime Time Machine. You are welcome here. Stay as long as you want. Eat the pig.
Maybe play some Moople Scrabble-Nick.
So Melissa's, that was actually awesome. Sorry. Take a bow.
It's
That
kind
was
of you could feel the power of the lungs in this man when he goes into
I
voices like that. It was like, well, just
I
kind of
love that.
rumbling
sound.
next to him.
Yeah, I love that sound.
It's under
and that
there.
feeling.
Nathan,
Yeah.
you asked for a boo shout out. I'll give it to you real quick there. So,
I'm just going to go like this.
I know.
You're making a mistake. I will make you dead.
You know,
So
where you can go sometimes.
So believable.
Sometimes that's the way.
Terrifying. Loves Darkness. Melissa, so she's got a funny story. The other day, she was going through some of her boxes she's packed away. Not only did she find her old sketchbook from grade 9, full of Dragon Ball Z art. Oh, would you post that stuff so we can see it? Because how fun would that be, your grade 9 DBZ art?
No kidding.
But then it says continued, and she also found her old DBZ fanfic. Oh, you know what? It's called an ebook. Publish it. That'd be amazing. So Christopher says, Brian and I have both voiced Garma Zabi in different Gundam stuff. Ah, yes. Also, Tabitha St. Germain, absolutely. She is an absolute amazeballs actor. We would love to have her here.
She's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, we're just like, they're everywhere we turn in Vancouver are amazing voice actors. So we need to do a lot of lives and get everybody in here because just the people that you've worked with.
There's a lot of really good
we've
folk
worked
that.
with. Yeah.
Yeah. Funny thing, Tabitha, I live out in the suburbs, sort of out quite a ways. And Tabitha, one of my neighbors, purely by chance. She ended up
That's
she bought a
so
place.
awesome.
She's up
What
around.
are the odds?
A little ways.
That's
And
crazy.
Rebecca Short
And
lives
Rebecca-
just down the street.
Rebecca lives right
Wow.
near Karl.
Actorville.
So it's like,
She
it is
actually-
Actorville.
Core cast actors.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
When I she actually went and fed our dog and walked our dog the other day when we were away.
Oh, you live in a nice
that's
area.
so cool. Jovan said, and I'm calling you Jovan and he calls you Jovan. We got to get this straight.
We'll get this straight. But
Yeah, we don't
are you looking at
really
the thing you put there with the Flint?
Yeah, Flint from G.I. Joe, Valor versus Venom. He remembers doing an essay about the favorite piece of art. This is so cool. And you mentioned
Very
the voice
cool.
cast. That's the really neat thing. You know what's interesting is Jason also does art. So Jason created a picture for us too for Anime Time Machine. So you're,
Oh, hold on.
Where-
Terrible. We were on the screensaver.
Oh,
There we
can
are.
you
We're
see
hiding.
it?
I don't know if you guys can see that
Can you
now,
see
but
it?
that's one of many pieces
one
of
of many
this.
pieces.
You know, because you have to get it for different, Instagram. You know. Different,
Yeah, we
to
formatted
format
it in different ways. But Jason's like a prolific artist and so many
And sculptor.
Yeah, and so many like voice actor fans are artists, and so many voice actors are creative in that way as well. And that's what I'm loving about being more in the community is seeing all the art.
And
Yeah.
we started the day off with
Really
seeing
cool.
Jason and Carl jamming. I mean, Carl was shredding on the guitar.
You guys,
Ja-
we will
Jay
post some of that later. It was
playing drums, and yeah, there's
It
some
was a
talent.
bit frenetic because I told them to play faster, and well, they did. Really funny.
Frenetic, yeah.
And Jason, you do interpretive dance too, if I don't.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Only,
Yes.
yeah,
Say it.
Yeah.
Pantless or
only in the nude.
right.
Right. Yeah.
So much nudity in this show.
There's some puppetry.
He knew it was coming too. Say
Mature
it.
audiences.
Say it.
That was all
Mature
improv.
audiences.
So not for public consumption.
Never
No.
Private.
Yeah.
won't be.
So like a
Okay, I'm not touching it. Not
OnlyFans
touching
kind
it.
of thing, or
So, we got to get Paul Dobson to do the Koichin laugh from DBZ.
Yes.
yeah, we talked about that
Well,
last
why
time.
don't we just get his
Yes,
brother
we
to do
do.
it?
I
Why
forgot.
don't we just get this Dobson?
I can't do
He's
it though.
right
How does it go again?
I can kind of do it.
Okay, let me hear it, and I'll tell you.
Is it?
You know, you
That's definitely
you
in the
really.
ballpark.
Jake could probably do that.
I have no idea what that is. I love it. I
Yeah.
love hearing Karl act.
Yeah, you say.
Exactly. Line read, Carl.
You better be careful.
You'll
what
get
you
that
wish
from the
for.
booth sometimes. Could I have a line?
I tried to get Karl to do karaoke last month, and he basically threatened to go walk into traffic before he would step in front of the microphone and sing. So, just the fact
like
that,
that.
yeah, I'm not singing. So the fact that you just did that is really warms my heart.
Wow.
I love hearing you perform.
Pretty great. Pretty great.
Every
And, you
once in a
know,
while, right? You get this little tip.
Yep.
They say that the laugh is one of the most important features of a character, and that
Okay.
once you have a character's laugh, that you really
Yeah.
you have to like it's a real what do you call anchor? It's one of the anchors of a
Okay,
character.
I can see that.
Yeah, you might want to put that into your classes.
Yeah.
Just use that as a director.
Boom! I love it.
Use that as a director.
I
What's
see-
the laugh?
I see Matt Hill mentioned in here as well. There's
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Card
of course,
Captors.
Matt. Oh my gosh,
We happen to love that
Matt
guy.
would be a lot of fun in this room.
Matt would be amazing to get in. So
He'd take up less room than me for sure.
Hey, a strong point.
Yeah,
Compact model.
Only bringing like
sure.
Yeah.
small. Adrian Petru. Done.
But he's like,
Perfect.
This nuclear device
He'd fit right
also
here.
will not wait.
Matt,
The
okay.
two oh no, that's not right.
What's
That's
that?
German.
Hold on.
Black Widow.
Trippy Cascade has seen Trouble Chocolate.
I gotta listen to Black Widow.
Thank you. Although I didn't ask if you liked it or not, but you have seen it, so I'll leave it at that.
Oh, somebody remembers Tara Duncan.
What?
Did you touch on that
And all her spells. Oh, the
commercial? That one there?
which commercial?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Black Widow. Yeah. I just sort of did her in German, which was really nice of me to do for you. The nuclear device also will not wait. There are 2 Russian freighters arriving tomorrow night. The device is on one of them, which I do not know. I would need another take on that. She's a bit quiet. She's not always,
Bombastic.
no,
Understated.
she's, she wears a lot of black.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a presence.
Sort of goes with the name.
Yeah, so you probably didn't even hear that, which is fine because it didn't go that well.
Hold on. It's funny, we're all like,
I know there's
I know,
so
it's like
much good
flying
stuff,
right there,
but
and I'm
we're
trying to
supposed
look at you.
Well,
we need to look at
I'm
you.
trying.
Are what we're here for.
BDS Grasshopper asked me about my most uncomfortable acting moment, but I don't know if I've
Oh.
had an uncomfortable.
We should pull out the uncomfortable questions. And
As far as like voice work goes,
given time, these could come out. So
I've
let's
never
hear it.
really had an uncomfortable moment.
Well,
Come
when-
on.
except for when your shorts were chafing.
dig in
But
there.
that's you probably don't care.
That wasn't uncomfortable. That
No,
was
it was because of
Oh,
comfort.
he was very comfortable.
Comfortable.
yeah, that was super
motivated
comfy.
What else happens when
Just
you're very comfortable?
when you're standing there and you just drop and they're just you're just free. That's comfy.
Haven't tried it.
That's living, folks.
Well,
Who else does naked voiceover?
that's living.
Anybody?
But as far as uncomfortable,
My brother
nothing
Paul, I think.
really. Well, Paul would definitely.
I think I'm trying to remember who it was. I think I know somebody came in with that fancy shirt, like an expensive designer shirt. It was
A puffy
noisy.
shirt?
I can't remember if it was either David Kay or Kirby.
Oh yeah,
I can see Kirby.
Kirby,
And the
Kirby,
sh-
yeah.
and the
Kirby had that fancy
And
shirt.
they
he
just
used
took. Well, they both. They just shirt came off. And they just did it. Shirtless. Essentially.
romance novel
Ah!
ADR.
Oh, yeah.
No one took their shirt off like Kirby.
No.
No one. could.
Guys, if you hit the little likes, like the little hearts, I think that means other people can see that we're live. which
Good
would
heavens.
So thank you for doing that.
Well said, Saf.
Michael, Westwood Media was indeed producing anime dubs. So that's where we recorded Gundam Wing, Trouble Chocolate, and there were more. There were other
There was
shows
quite a
there.
list, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, we actually recorded in their studio, and I think we sang the Hamtaro theme song there when I was really pregnant. And guess who was the lead?
Yeah, somebody mentioned
Karl Willems is the lead.
What?
that. Yeah.
Karl Willems
Bing,
sang
bing,
the
bing, bing,
Hamtaro
bing.
theme song. Can you just do a
What?
few bars?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's
even
actually-
got Jay on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned this only fairly recently
had
myself.
no
but
idea.
Let's elaborate here.
Yeah. Well, it was pitch shifted and
Sure.
pitched up and.
But still,
There it is.
Pitch shifted, whatever.
Not just a director.
That's
Yeah.
your soul coming
Clever.
through.
He composes.
Hamtaro,
There it
we
is.
work together. It's much better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow,
My
that's
best
fantastic.
friend.
Yeah.
We like sunflower seeds, crumb, crumb, crumb,
yeah.
etc.
You're getting a
Sunflower seeds, crump,
you're
crump.
getting a whole
Yeah.
bunch
I
of
love the
those.
crumb part. That's
Then there was some something to my ham clubhouse, something quiet as a mouse.
Dude, that's awesome.
Those were other people's lines.
Oh,
No,
baby.
well,
He sang all of it.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, that's really
It's
cool.
all coming
so
back.
fantastic.
Carl, I used to listen to the old interview you did with Mike Iske and Trevor Duvall's
Oh, Mike
podcast
Iske,
years
yeah.
ago, and learned a lot of my early days of VOs. That's
That was a
cool,
funny
from
one. That was
Christopher.
early on when he did that. That was literally one of us had to sit inside his clothes closet to record that. And one,
Bet you didn't know that.
yeah, that was fun.
That is awesome. Hey, I Miss Bionics was working on Dragon Quest, kind of like working on Dragon Ball again, guys. What would you say? What would you say, Jason?
Dragon Quest?
Oh,
Sort of.
Was it like working on?
well,
Dragon Ball?
I could easily answer that, but
I got rejected from working on Dragon Ball, so
Liberated.
I wouldn't know.
You got to keep him liberated.
Yeah.
It's nothing like my original first run because the characters I play, although they have screamy, shouty stuff, just as we are all very familiar with Dragon Ball, it's nothing like Boo or Kid Boo or oh my
Right.
gosh, tones turned on. How embarrassing. So I'm having a great time on Dragon Quest. I'm going in, I think, next week for another episode.
That's awesome.
And yes, or I should say, no, I would not say it is the same as my first run for myself, anyways, because Boo was far more taxing, and also the record blocks were a lot longer, right? I mean,
They just would go all day if you needed it.
yeah, the breakdown, like I'd be in there for sometimes 4 or 5 hour blocks of literally screaming across the 3 football fields as Kirby, Morrow, and myself were tearing mountains apart with each other. So, yeah, big difference in from that time of recording the anime than the way we do it today.
Yeah. Hey, new people who have joined, thank you. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Anyone
hi,
chiming
hi.
in?
And you can go to our store anytime on Streamily.com and browse the art. And if you want to buy a print today, we can sign them. We've got a couple others to sign. And Jason's also on our Anime Time Machine page. So it's Streamily.com
Yeah, he is.
/Anime Time Machine. And apparently Melissa will not be publishing her book about... Come on. We want your fanfic. Come on. Please. It's horrible. That's okay. That's okay. Have you seen the New York Times bestseller list?
Brian, have you done any live action roles?
Have I?
Yeah.
I have done a little bit. I've dabbled in some live action stuff where originally I kind of got involved with a film crew, Al Silverman and anyway, we did short films and we used to make mockumentaries and things and did that.
My Face? Is that what it's called?
Well, that was the one that we put in a film fest and actually did well with. Was My Face, the Liam Penny story. You may be able to find that online. Outside of that, we did. I worked on a series years ago. I think it was early '90s called Alienated, where I played a DJ along with this other actor, Alan Silverman, and we were like the house DJs for this FM station.
I want to see that.
And
You were?
yeah. That was years ago.
I would like a piece of that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah. So yes, I have yeah, and the theater. Beyond that, theater was my original roots, and that's where I kind of cut my jib and doing all this stuff. I had 2 brothers, Mike and Paul, who ended up carving their way into doing voiceover, and somehow we all ended up being DJs. They took off because we were living on Vancouver Island after immigrating from England, and Mike made his first trip to Vancouver, Paul followed, and then I came last, and we all ended up in doing this crazy
That's
stuff.
amazing.
I didn't know what we're doing.
I always
on the island
wondered
first.
how the Dobsons all landed here, and now I know.
Yeah,
That's a very nutshell composition
Yeah.
of what went down.
Was it Victoria?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for a while. After doing to and fro from Britain,
Yeah.
we came once and we went back, and then we came back again.
So Nathan, yes, we'll get Alistair here. Alistair Abel. Yeah.
Label.
Absolutely.
Who's that?
Absolutely. Good times.
We all have fun with him.
Working with Brian, by the way, if you ever get a chance, do it. But working with Brian is like being at theater, being in a theater, watching a performer
I know.
who then interacts and tries. I've never been sabotaged more
Jay has great patience. We love him.
during work than when I'm working with this guy. It's basically a who can make who laugh more.
In a subtle way, though, right? So
Yeah,
it doesn't,
subtle.
It doesn't actually happen under where you would, visibly as a director or something like that, though. It's got to be undertone.
Yeah, we don't want to wreck the
Slip
we're
that under the
professionals,
carpet.
But, oh my goodness, I don't.
But we've
want-
had some laughs.
Oh man.
Add some laughs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
you know what? Melissa has some of her art posted on your Insta. We will check it out.
Absolutely.
Check out Love's Darkness.
Oh,
She's
Melissa, I do love you.
Is it your grade 9 art or is it your now art? Because I want to see your grade 9 art. I just love that. I love it. David, I just want to say, hi, David. What?
Aw, Gohan.
Yeah,
That was a little Gohan, if I recall.
it was. It was. And good morning or good afternoon, Tri-City Comic Con. Great to see you. Yeah. Okay, Inuyasha Actor 03, I have to tell you something. My keychain that you sent me that I love and the special cookie cutter you sent me that I also love are at my house at this time. Not because I didn't try to bring them, but because my husband didn't put them in my bin for me when I was asking him to put my stuff in my bin. So
He's in trouble.
Husbands.
Right.
And but they are
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank
He's
you
in
so
trouble.
much. The presents that you send are honestly so sweet. Somebody wants to hear Brian do something. What?
Like anything?
That's Nathan, isn't it?
Hey, I totally
That
would
you,
love
Nate?
to hear Brian do it. What? Do what? Oh, let's look back.
We
in
got to
the
go
chat.
back now. We can hear it.
excuse me.
Hold on. He's going to. Oh, there. You all definitely going to.
I'm getting
one of these
burps
amazing
from my bubbly drink and doing voice acting.
They're
with
quite
bubbly
liberating,
drinks
aren't
is
they?
Not very good idea. Not the best idea.
Hello.
The real Adrian Hoff, thank you for being here. Yeah, thanks for the likes, guys. That's
Adrian's
awesome.
here? Oh, great.
Yeah.
What's up, Adrian? One of my favorite actors,
I know.
by the way.
We need you here.
Yeah.
Will you join us?
Would you?
We'd be honored.
Yeah. We'll have to bring you with us. Kirby. Somebody said the word Kirby and my heart just
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
squeezed a bit. We miss
Yeah.
Kirby so much. Rest in peace.
We're all very tight with him. So.
Yeah.
May I tell a very, very, very quick story?
Would you?
I wish
quickly.
you would.
Very
We
quickly.
would love
Yeah.
that.
Kirby and I worked for years and years. He kind of helped me in commercial work way back in the beginning of the century when I first started. And we became instant friends. And I don't know, 17 years later, he said, do you know that we share the same uncle? And it turns out my mom's sister married Kirby's mom's brother. So we share cousins by blood.
That's a.
Wow.
How did I
Wow.
never? What?
And so we basically just started calling each other cousin. And crazy.
Oh, that is crazy.
So many years we worked together and knew each other and loved each other and had no clue that was our
That's
connection.
that's
That
kind
is
wow.
so
That's kind
neat.
of incredible.
I love that.
Like, wow.
I love that.
Yeah. So my uncle was in the hospital and we both went there to see him and we're like, this
That's
is so weird.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And
Wild.
amazing. And you know, Kirby was such a loving presence
Oh, yeah.
always.
Yeah.
No matter what was
Yeah.
happening and how it was happening. He was positive and he was supportive of everybody else in the room.
Big time. If you
And-
needed something, if it was moving day, for instance,
Yeah.
Kirby would always show up. Asked or not, he would volunteer. Like the times he bent over backwards to help a friend out is I can't even recall. Right? I mean, it's just
Yeah.
amazing. So many times.
Yeah.
He's got
He's
such
a wonderful
And the
human.
fact that we hear Kirby's voice all over the place still
Yeah.
when we're looking back at clips and watching shows is just amazing.
Yeah.
I was watching
it's quite a body of work.
clips from Kong and Kong Island.
All right.
Wow! Right on.
I
yeah.
know. It was Lua, and Kirby was one of the. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the character's name, but it just brought back.
Yeah. I've had a lot of fans send a lot of
So
moments
many
between
memories.
Boo and Kirby, or myself and Kirby when we were doing the showdown, and it really, hits a note. It's
We
incredible.
miss you, Kirby.
We really miss you, buddy.
So Christopher's saying, Over 8,000 is the original translation. Drummond said they recorded both since 9,000 became the meme. Yeah, we've talked about this a little bit. Like 8,000, 9,000, what's on the t-shirt, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
At conventions, what are people yelling?
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, the way I heard the story is originally it was done as over 9,000
Yeah,
in English, but it was a mistranslation.
yeah.
Should have been 8,000. And then
You're correct.
when Kai came around, when we did Kai, the producer decided to change it, and we were like, "Are you sure you're gonna have pickets outside your?"
Drummond has told this story
Yeah,
at conventions.
yeah.
I've seen him.
And he went for it, so they went for it's over 8,000.
Yeah.
So that's it. But it was definitely on like, careful.
But Brian
Yeah.
Drummond, when he's at the cons, he's got the 9,000
Yeah.
on his
Yeah,
head.
he
Yeah,
does
yeah,
have
yeah.
9,000 on his head.
I have heard him blow his vocal cords out.
Yeah.
Many
And Brian
times.
didn't want to do the 8,000. I remember that session well.
We'll
Yeah,
have
well,
to
that's
bring
why
him in
the-
here to
the
discuss
9,000.
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that would be a really good topic to bring Brian in for.
Well, I
It
know there's
would
so much
very
drama
much because we
behind
can
that.
get that. Yeah.
Like just bring him in for that question, then they can leave. Is that
Bye. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
in,
Thanks,
out.
Brian. Yeah, have a scotch.
You can keep your car idling.
Yeah, yeah. So people were saying there was confusion thinking that Westwood anime dubs were independent of Ocean, but they were connected to Ocean. How were they connected to Ocean? What's all that about?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was like a satellite.
Yeah, it was
sort
an
of-
Right.
annex sort of.
Like, I mean, at the risk of sounding, it was like an overflow thing. There
Well,
was
yeah,
so much
there was
going on
so
at the
much
time
happening.
that they sort of set them up, but the people working there, the director and engineers, were sort of there. It wasn't like
Yeah, they didn't.
I never
come-
worked there.
You guys didn't
Not really.
switch seats ever.
Not
Yeah,
really. I think
yeah.
Rob did some stuff.
Rob
at
did
Ocean.
come to Ocean for a little bit of stuff.
Yeah,
I never
But-
worked with him at Ocean. Only at.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's
It's
because
funny
like
how
they
we
did,
all have
like
this-
certain series were just done there. But it was under the
Did you guys
same.
know?
Hayden, My Little Pony. Yeah, Jason and Brian were in the movie.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see that
And
one?
I did something in the movie, but I had to sign an NDA.
Oh. Oh.
I
Nice
can't
there.
tell
New
you.
Zealand.
Oh,
Oops.
oh, whoops.
You can't tell us now.
A shout out from Lucretia Noin from Gundam Wing for your 18th birthday. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. And thank you. Okay. She's
Jovan or
pretty
Jovan?
mellow, though. I'm going to call you Jovan. I'm going to say, happy birthday, Jovan. It's your 18th. Thank you for watching the show.
A toast to Jovan. Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday.
Thanks for joining.
Here's to you.
Stay strong. She was so calm. That's the thing about Lucretia Noin is she doesn't shout anything.
Right? Control.
She just
It's all control?
She was so calm. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it was almost meditative to play her. Episode of Voice Print from when Trevor and Brian came to Toronto. What? Was that
Do we have any
Trevor's?
favorite Disney movies?
That must have been Trevor's thing.
Yes, I think I saw that earlier. Yeah.
Favorite Disney
Yeah.
movie.
Jay, have we got any favorite Disney movies? Yes, I've got many actually, but
Yeah,
the
many,
list
many.
is quite thick. Between retro and current, wow.
I love The Fox and the Hound.
Good call, actually. Very good call.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Fox and the Hound,
and
underrated.
innovative, yeah.
Yeah.
I cry very easily in TV shows, movies, commercials, whatever. I cry really easily.
Parking the car.
Thanks,
I
Blake.
love it. And so that one makes me
Working with
cry
Paul.
Yeah.
really hard,
on that,
and I
yeah.
love that. So, good question.
It's tough. I mean, one of my all-time favorites is just the classic of Anastasia. I've always really
I was
loved
going to
whole
say
part
that.
of it.
That's funny.
Oh, really? But if you get me started on the lineage of what Disney has done, yeah, there's so much. Good question.
I
Thank
did
you.
enjoy The Little Mermaid.
Oh, did you?
Little Mermaid, yeah. So wanting to, Christopher's asking a little bit more about, Brad, yes.
He's
Brad.
coming.
Actually,
Oh,
stay tuned.
In about
because
15?
sometime after noon, we have a surprise for you.
Did I pop a
regarding
bubble?
Wow.
Regarding Death Note.
Any Death Note fans out there? I hope so.
can I say one thing really quickly?
Yeah, you do.
Real fast.
Apparently, my daughter said hi, and I missed it. So I'm
Oh,
gonna,
no!
I'm gonna send a
Please
shout
shout her out.
out to my lovely daughter Ridley. Mwah. Love you.
Hi, Ridley.
Thanks for watching.
Hi, Ridley, thank you
Love
for
you,
being
sweetheart.
here. Bring all your friends. Come and
I haven't
comment.
seen Ridley in a while. I've been far too long.
Yeah. She doesn't like
great.
you, so that's why.
What about Zion?
Nope, hates you as well.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Not true. They love Brian.
Brad. Okay.
Thanks for repeating your questions because we're having trouble getting through the chat.
Keeping up,
because
yeah.
These guys are really distracting.
Now remember, we will have a break coming up fairly shortly.
Yeah.
Where it'll just cut out for a moment and we're going to come straight back. 10 minutes. Kenny is in the studio with us and he's keeping us in very good shape, which we should probably get the camera on him sometime soon, should we? One of us attack that
We
thing.
have to
Just
show the
Yeah.
Kenny. We must show the
If you have
Kenny.
any questions for
pass
Kenny.
the camera.
Kenny?
Kenny's your guy.
Stay there.
No, he's comfortable. He's
I'll
comfortable.
come get
Don't
it.
make
I'm
him
going to knock
uncomfortable.
something
Karl
over.
is wanting to play. He's mentioned earlier he wanted to play cameraman.
Yeah.
Can you give it to Karl? Just for a second? You
Yeah.
guys don't mind? I hope not. Karl likes playing cameraman.
Is it gonna reach?
We got to appease Karl.
Trying to get wild.
There we go.
Hey!
Not just a man.
Kenny behind the scenes, but not really
Multi-talented,
behind the
the
scenes.
multifaceted. He's a voice actor.
He's
Be
a voice
careful.
actor. He's an engineer. He's everything.
I love
And we
that,
want to
Karl.
thank Kenny for doing all
Yes.
all that he does for us.
Look at this.
Karl. This is
There we
great.
go. We should do that more often.
More often.
That was insane. What just happened? I'm
Should
dizzy.
send up Instagram
Dizzy
Live
from
while
it.
we're working.
That was great. Look,
By
it's
the
very
way,
John Candy 3D like
I
that
do
last
want it. That
little-
was.
Oh, is it?
It was.
I
For those of you
do
who
want to say that Chris Ayers, Frieza, rest in peace. Also, French Tickner, rest in peace. We
Yeah, I miss French. He was a
yeah,
he was a fun guy.
yeah.
Although you wouldn't want to get him. You didn't want to get him angry.
I could see how that could be a thing.
French was intimidating. I love French.
He
but
was.
Yeah, he was a pilot, you know.
There was
Oh,
a
yeah.
weird
He was
formality.
a world.
a bit of a formality
He's got
about
quite
him
a
that-
story, French. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
amazing. His
Yeah.
yeah, very.
Michael
very-
Kopsa,
Michael Kopp's a very, very, very close
Yeah.
friend.
Shar, yeah.
That one took me, but I didn't know about it until after somebody mentioned.
Where did they see the Michael Kopsa one? Let me see what it
Yeah, I
says.
saw his name.
Michael Kopsa.
Yeah. AKA Shar.
Well, that was, and I have a very, it's kind of a, I don't want to get into the whole thing too, because I was supposed to have been Shar in the day.
Oh, Michael scooped Shar.
No, it wasn't that. I, just getting into voiceover, I all of a sudden had done my first anime through Ocean, and it was called Dog Soldiers Shadow of the
Oh
Past.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I played
Wow.
that Colonel guy. You probably directed
the
me.
poster?
I think I either directed or maybe engineered.
Is that the poster in the kitchen?
You may have been engineer. This is before. This is pre-director, Carl. What's that?
Is that the
Overlapping.
poster that's in the kitchen?
No, that's Jinro.
Jinro. That's right. Yeah.
Dog
So
soldiers.
anyway,
Yeah.
I kind of had my breakout role, my first voiceover gig, and then I had this audition for Gundam Wing, and that role was for Shar, and I booked it, and the day of the record, instead of going to the regular Ocean place, we went to that other place over where GGRP is, in the under
Westwood.
thing where
Westwood.
the ACDC
Westwood.
stuff and
Yeah.
all that was recorded.
Yeah.
And they were in the huge. It's like a gymnasium. You walk in there, and there was a.
Studio
showed-
A.
Yes.
Oh, on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they had made this big thing, and they had sent in the creative team from Japan, the creator, a camera crew, a photographer, like all of this thing. So I got out of the car in
No
front
pressure.
of the studio, not knowing any of. No one told me any of this. And all of a sudden, these cameras and all the things started going off, and people are taking pictures, and it's just like this big deal. Like I've shown up. Here's Shar.
Wow.
Whoa.
And I was like peeing my pants, didn't really know what to do with it. We ended up getting, I thought we were going to go to the studio, which I was familiar with. No, we go into this whole
Wow.
thing. I get in this glass booth in the middle of the gymnasium, and they're about 30 feet away in the recording area. And I'm very new to ADR, and I'm very nervous about it and this whole role. And they had a ton of dialogue right out of the gate for him to get through.
Yeah.
And I don't think I could get through the first 3 lines. I was so nervous, and I kept on
Wow.
messing up and everything. And then I got the old guy came into the booth, and it's like, maybe it's just not working out.
Oh, no.
And you were just
Cut to
fresh.
me, I was destroyed. Yeah, I was
Wow.
destroyed because I had no idea. And ADR is pretty difficult out of the gate. I'm quite
Yes.
good at it now,
Oh
but
yeah, of course it is.
it, and so I lost the role. I remember my agent calling me that afternoon and was like, "Sorry, you just lost Shar," and I was like, and that was so.
Nah,
That was
call
my entry,
hurts.
yeah. And then I ended up booking other roles on that very same series.
Well,
but,
there you go. That's insane.
Crazy.
Oh, I've never
That's a
had
tough
this.
one.
Sorry,
It
you
was very
lost.
tough,
I've
yeah.
never had that call.
Yeah, it
think I-
sucks. It sucks.
Yeah,
It gives you a bit of a skin to
I think they
get
just
ready for the
don't
rest.
call me and they don't tell me,
You're
and then I'm not in it. I think that's how it's happened for me.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
just
I'm not done.
don't.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What
You
do you
find
know?
out later on that. Oh,
Later,
so-and-so's-
you're like, oh, that's not me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What hurts is when you work on a show and then they say, you know what, we're going a different direction, and then your family ends up loving watching the show.
Oh no.
And you've got to be in the other room going, oh, they're so stupid.
I have so many of those. I've got so
boy.
many
Oh, no.
of those. So
Oh,
many.
well.
Did
So,
I do Kid
I'm trying
Goku?
to catch up on this thing here. Don't
Did I
mind
do
me.
Kid Goku for the flashbacks and Kai? Did I?
I can't
I
imagine
feel like
you
I was
wouldn't
on
have.
Dragon Ball Kai. I feel like I was.
Like, I can't imagine you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Did you
Why-
prefer Kid
Yeah.
Goku or Gohan? It says.
Oh well, I see. Goku's the first one I met, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So back in
Any
1994,
love? Any love?
I really adore Kid Goku because of his innocence and his hopefulness and his adaptability and his survival skills in the wild and all of that. So he didn't have like a dad figure like Goku, grown-up Goku, sort of guiding him through things.
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
have his parents in the show. So he was quite a little beast, you know?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a bit of a raised by wolves vibe.
Yeah.
And I love that. And that made him the scrappy warrior.
Yeah.
And but he was always curious. He had that curiosity. Whereas Gohan, the curiosity piece of it wasn't such a big thing. He was, I don't want to say sheltered because he got his butt kicked.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But do you know what I mean?
But he had that father that
he had a mentor
to live up to. Yeah.
And I mean, Goku had mentors, but they were not his daddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I have to say about it. Is it time? 5 minutes.
5
Oh,
minutes?
5
Okay.
minutes, and the time machine's going to blow up, guys.
Santa
Yeah.
Maria.
5 minutes. But then what
But
we're
then it
going to
comes
do?
right back.
We just come right on back.
And then we hit refresh, and then we keep going. So
Yeah, we'll just keep going, and we'll talk the whole time you guys aren't with us, and we're trying to get it started back up. We'll just blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah DVD
So,
blah blah blah.
so I Miss Bionics says, I think everyone here but Karl worked on Powerpuff Girls Z. Mm-hmm. Poor Karl. Did you
know.
guys have any idea they were just never going to release that in North America? It just ran in Asia and Australia.
No clue.
That's why I'm like, I worked on Powerpuff. Oh, yeah. No. We never know. In fact,
Yeah.
we didn't know that shows like Gundam Wing and Dragon Ball and Inuyasha would be
Gintama.
That's
would
massive.
be so
Where they would be.
meaningful to anybody.
Gintama.
Gintama.
Oh, Gintama. What?
I call. Oh my gosh, I said Gintama the other day.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I called it Gintama for so long, and then someone said it's Gintama. So then I corrected myself, and now it's back to Gintama.
You know
That was
what?
always my understanding.
Kamehameha, Kamehameha,
Kamehameha.
Kamehameha.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. I just got your.
But I will say, there's been numerous shows over the years that things you do, and then you find out they never got released. They got released maybe in Singapore or Australia.
Yeah, that's so
Never,
strange.
yeah.
So
Here-
strange.
Like the one we did. Yeah, there's been a few of those.
We got a call question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Karl, out of interest, how much of the Canadian Dragon Ball Z dub recorded at Airwave Sound did you direct? Also, did you know the names of any of the other directors who worked on that dub?
Sadly, I'm going to say I didn't do any of the ones at Westwood or Airwaves.
Airwaves, I know. I remember.
Yeah, 'cause that was
that
when-
was Bev days.
That
and-
was when Kirby.
Yeah.
Was yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had, but I didn't. I did the first run of Dragon Ball Z, and I didn't even do all. I mean, I did most of. I think most of those
Yeah.
because Sarah started,
Feels
and
like
I was
there
engineering,
were-
and then I
yeah.
stepped in and did all those until they
Yeah.
went down.
Feels like there were
to Texas.
hundreds of them.
There were lots. Well, there was
Like,
lots. Yeah,
It was over 100.
over 9,000.
Over 9.
Oh, cheeky.
Underhand.
Where are the
I
drums?
try to keep up with this feed here. It's crazy. They're just like,
So, yes, please do keep asking your questions because
thanks.
our lard arses are trying to keep
Is that
up,
me?
but you know how it is.
Ouch.
I
Put a question mark
I
back so
probably
that-
I like
wouldn't
it.
do my
Right,
best
it's amazing.
Shenhua voice from Black Lagoon because it's culturally appropriating to the point of embarrassment. So you have to go watch the show. It's something that wasn't a thing when we recorded it, and now when people ask about it, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
can we forget that a little bit? And then I watch the show, and I'm like, well, it's an interesting show. Like it's quite well done.
It was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, but some of those archetypes you know, anyway,
Yeah.
I
Fa-
never should have done that accent. Thank you very much.
Favorite Marvel animated projects?
2 minutes.
Who's that?
Favorite Marvel.
Yeah.
Favorite Marvel.
Well,
favorite
Fantastic
Marvel.
Four.
Yeah, right. Why is that?
No wonder.
Yeah.
I have to. I'm going to do a. I guess this is kind of a shout out, but I directed 3 series for Marvel, and the first one was X-Men Evolution, then it was Fantastic Four, and then it was the Iron Man Armored Adventures.
He's a marvelous man.
And I will say, I think he's not with us anymore, but Boyd Kirkland produced
Oh my gosh.
X-Men.
Yeah.
He worked for Film Roman,
Yeah.
and just a fantastic guy, really lovely man.
Wow, that's a name we haven't heard. in a
Miss
while.
working with him.
Very
You
cool.
guys, so many questions we haven't gotten to, so I'm so sorry, but I have to ask you to ask them again.
If there's something you haven't
When
heard
we-
back on, reiterate. We'll try and get around
when we
to
come
all of
back
them.
on. Yeah, sorry. We're thrilled to have these questions. Please bring your friends, come and chat some more. Kenny, tell us when it's over,
Yeah.
because we can't tell we blew up.
Well, we started after the hour, so it might.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Other Marvel projects
guess
I
you
enjoyed
did.
working on. The Contest of Champions, I did the voice of Carnage and Ironmonger. That was a lot of fun.
Ironmonger sounds
But
like
Carnage, what a vocal frapper. Ooh.
Yeah. Do you have any in you right now?
Right now?
No, you don't.
I am Carnage! That's 10% of it, because when we did it in session, it was actually... I don't want to
Yeah.
do that
no,
all to you here in
yeah.
the room, but...
Yeah. I will say, gotta
It's-
say, you were fantastic on the as the
Thing?
Grim. That was just such a great.
Well, I tell
You
you,
were just so always there. You just
that one
you
goes
kinda-
way back, because I literally was such a huge fan as a kid growing up with that character.
Yeah.
And then when that audition came up, I remember telling my wife, I was just like, I've got to get this role. I've got to get this role. And I remember
So
how
cool.
I was just adamant about wanting that. And then I went and bought all these graphic novels from the day of the original series. And I studied and I studied and I studied. And I got through it all. And I remember hitting the audition and feeling really...
That was a well cast show. It was really.
It was a
good.
lot of fun. We had a lot of fun on that show. That's
So awesome.
I tore my larynx the first time in my career with Ben Grimm, because and I'm sure some of you have heard this from either conventions or past talks, but Mark Gibbon was playing the Hulk. And Mark is a very big man. He's
Mark
the same.
Gibbon.
Yeah.
He's the same height as Jay.
Taller
right?
than me.
Yeah.
Is he taller than
Yeah,
you?
a couple inches, or maybe one. Or
And
two,
when he
yeah.
talks, you can hear the size of his
Yeah.
lungs. He's just all
He's-
massive, right?
yeah,
So,
he's got a great voice.
you know, when he pushes it down and becomes the Hulk, it was incredibly convincing.
Yeah.
Neat.
And Ian Richter was the director for Marvel on hand with you at the
Okay.
table.
Oh, he was.
And I remember they kept on coming back saying, it's not big enough, it's not big enough. And it sounds great, but Mark's winning and Ben has to win in this. And I remember getting a hot sensation on the side of the throat.
no.
Right there, and then by the end of the session, and we finally got what we needed. I remember just was like, okay, I'm going home and I'm gonna have some hot honey drink and whatever the case was. But it didn't go away the next day.
Oh no.
And I went in to the hospital to, short of the long story, they did what they call a laryngoscopy, where they put a camera up your nose and down the back of your throat.
It's
And I saw a
wonderful.
tear, and it was all swollen on the other side because this side's working more than the other. Wow. Yep. Anyway, that's what happened. So a month, and we were just doing He-Man, and I had to take literally a month off of voiceover to go notepad and pen for a while, and get a lot of people to hold the record schedule, which was everyone hated me.
No, they loved you.
Well, I mean, it was just because scheduling,
Yeah,
right?
oh,
I mean,
yeah.
People are needing to get these record things, and I'm working on different shows at that period of time, and it couldn't have been worse timing, if there is ever good timing for something like that.
I
No.
think we're gone. I think we're over.
But it can happen,
Are we off?
Are we over?
Yeah.
We're done, right?
Over.
While you're reconnecting, anybody need
breathe.
a refill?
Yeah.
Here, buddy.
I was gonna.
Here, I'll stand it down. You guys.
Okay, let me try this again.